Hey guys, Dr. Nick Araza here to coach you on your posture around the sitting position. So New York Times about over 10 years ago said that sitting is the new smoking. Okay, so you want to think about that for a second because that's a big deal. The issue is bioaccumulation of stress. Okay, so smoking is chemical stress, meaning that it's additive when it's impacting the body past the body's ability to heal from that. It's the same type of thing with physical stress. And sitting is really hard on our bodies. The joints, the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and eventually the nerves can be impacted from this day in and day out grind, wear and tear from this static posture. So you want to take breaks from the sitting position. No matter what the position is, even if it's perfect, you want to make it better by taking breaks. And a break can be as simple as that. Okay, you're just moving up your body. You're just changing it up for a couple of seconds. It's not a big deal. You're just taking pressure off the system and letting it go back so the wear and tear can be reset essentially. As little as about 15 to 20 minutes is what the research is kind of pointing to. That is the equivalent in terms of stress of a cigarette chemically, stress physically from sitting. So 15 to 20 minutes goes by like that. So you want to set a timer so that you're taking breaks, every 15 to 30 minutes, standing up. You don't even have to lose your train of thought. Boom, we're back in it, working, getting things done, accomplishing. So let's talk about the actual position because you can make this way better based on your setup. This setup for me is completely wrong because the chair's too short for my frame. I'm about 6'5", and I'm going to have to lift my arms to the table, and I'm going to be leaning down like this eventually because you always kind of wear yourself into the pattern that you got set up. So a couple of things you want to focus on is the height of the chair, the relationship of your hips to your knees, the surface of the chair, the support for the lumbar. Then we got the monitor height and the position of the keyboard mouse to your body. Okay, so we'll start from the ground up. To make this best, I'm going to sit on a pad. Okay, so immediately bringing that pad up there gets my knees above my hips. That allows for a rounding of my low back. That increases a shock absorption like a cushion to the discs of my low spine. If my chair is already high enough, I can also benefit from a lumbar support. Okay, so I could use this. This is an ab mat. We use Rogue here. You can get them anywhere, but you want this elliptical piece, the thick part at the base, so it's down like that. And this big thick part goes in the small of your back or the small of your waist here, just like this, not all the way down. Really important there. That allows me to force our low back forward. Okay, a little bit of a recline is also okay. But too much recline and we start to get our head going forward to try to match our monitor. So we have to get our monitor higher the more recline we have. Okay. Wobbly surfaces are also a good idea if you got the option. There's a little pad you can sit on, or you can sit on a ball. Okay, but again, you want that height to be hips above your knees. Okay. If you're in a chair and you don't have any of this stuff, then you can also drop your feet to lower or back them up so you can drop your knees and then prop my pelvis forward like this. Okay, that solves the low back issue, and it also, you can see, pops up the heart. Okay, so when I slouch like this versus prop my pelvis forward like that, props up my heart, takes pressure off my internal organs. That can help with blood pressure issues, digestion issues, shortness of breath, reproductive. All this is compressed when we go into this pattern. There's less space. You can even test it out by taking a deep breath in this pattern versus this pattern. Way different. More lung space. So I'm going to fix this for my size quickly here. There we go. Now we've got to address the monitor. The monitor's got to be about eye level. Okay, the closer to eye level, the better. So you can buy an arm to attach to your monitor. You can bring that up. You can get a desk that raises and lowers, or you can just put it on books or cardboard. Whatever you got to do. Here we go. Boom. All right, now I'm in business here. So you can see immediately this is going to take pressure off my neck, tension into my muscles and shoulders through here because I'm not going to be down here. It's going to support also the pattern that I'm getting in through here, bringing it up. So now I'm doing a lot better. This is a lot less stress onto my neck. Going to help reduce headaches and tension through the shoulders, low back pain. Just got to keep in mind not to slouch because you can still do that in this pattern. Lastly, really important investment if you don't have one is a wireless or wired keyboard that allows you to put your elbows and arms in the right position. If you're using a laptop from home, you got your laptop in the right position up on a bunch of books or whatever it is, well, you can't do this all day. That'll cause issues to the nerves, carpal tunnel, all kinds of stuff like that. So you want to get one of these. Mouse here. So you can see the important thing here is it's close enough to the body that I can keep my elbows down by my sides and they're relaxed. They're not up like this at all. Any sort of tension in there starts to create neck misalignments, pain, shoulders, nerves, all kinds of stuff here. So you want to have this pattern here. So I'm pretty much dialed right here. Okay, this is what we want to be in, and again, we still want to take breaks from that. And from here, you can also just mix it up by, taking breaks, moving your body around like this, changing up the pattern. You can shift this over, down like that. There's different supports. This is general principles to help your body, but everybody's body is different. Okay, so these general principles can be applied, and then you want to listen to your body. How does it feel? During, it might be sore while you start to work on these and train new muscles and postures and patterns, but it should over a week or two start to feel better. If it doesn't, you might have damage that's been already locked in that might need some muscle skeletal work. You might need to see a chiropractor. You might need to be doing some specific therapeutic exercises or finding out what your specific postural distortion is. Okay, so if you've got a really strong thoracic distortion, you might need to have support in a little bit different area. These general principles work for most people though. Okay, so listen to your body, work on posture, because posture has to do with how fast you wear out. The slower you wear out, the better the quality of life, more healing, more vitality, more productivity, and onward. So posture is a real big deal, and it makes a huge difference in the long run. So work on it, and good luck.